I want to use this opportunity to reply those of you that have been tagging me to the pictures and the videos of this guy, this ritualist from I don't want to mention his place because so many of our people are useless, so many of our people are senseless. So when things like this happen, they will now stereotype and tag everybody from that place the same. So this man, this ritualist from this particular place, so many of you have been sending me things and be asking me, is this the route I want you guys to go back to? I am not the reason you are senseless, my darling. I'm not the reason you are kapua, but I'm the reason they marry her. And I don't owe you any explanation because there is nothing that I will explain that will make sense to a senseless person. If your great grandparents, because Christianity is not more than 200 years in Igbo land. So if your great grandparents, the one that gave birth to your grandfather that gave birth to your father, your mother that gave birth to you, if they were all ritualists, that is entirely your business and the business of your worthless ancestors and your worthless lineage. It is your business. Or what's wrong? Our message is out there. However you interpret it is your fucking business. It is none of my business. Do I owe you an explanation? Am I the one to come and start explaining to buffoons that are graduates from universities? That are masters and PhD holders, the meaning of roots. Am I the one to come and start explaining that to you guys? Now, let's go back to the demolition of the guy's house. Nigeria is the only place that I have seen so far since I came on social media and exposed to a lot of things, documentaries and things like this. It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Since I became exposed to watching things like this happen in America, happen in Australia, by psychopaths, by ritualists or whatever they call themselves, I have never seen where the first thing that the government do or the government does is to go and carry caterpillar and start demolishing the buildings. I've never seen. It's only in Nigeria, and I will tell you why. The reason why the first thing Haneme be able to their bulldozer got demolish those places is because they want to cover evidence. There are so many evidences lying in that place that they brought down. So what will happen to all the people? What happens to collecting their DNAs and doing samples? Because a lot of families are looking for their loved ones. At least make their loved ones know that this is actually what happened to them. What about carrying some sample of their tissues and burying and giving them burial? No, the first thing they do is to go and cover evidence, demolish the place to cover evidence, because a lot of your politicians are involved and your GOs are involved, your pastors are involved. Yes, 99% of their clients are the Christians. What are you saying? This morning I just read of one Okechukwu Bonyisendioka. He's one of their clients. So what are you saying? We are seeing pastors and bishops, so many of them. We are seeing. You haven't seen? Your pastors that are ritualists, when they arrest those ones, do you use it to abandon your so-called imaginary bastard called Jesus? Do you? You have never for one day. What you say, end time pastors, end time preachers. The Bible said, I am not the reason you know Jakapu Akapu, and I don't owe any of you senseless being any explanation. I don't owe any explanation. If your ancestors were ritualists, mine were not. My own ancestors, so many of us came from royalty. So many of us, our ancestors are kings and queens. Our ancestors are the people that secured the land where we call Igbo land. Our ancestors are the people that use their science and technology to discover the foods that we eat today. Our ancestors are the reason why we bear the names we bear today. A place we call a home. So if your ancestors are ritualists, like I said, it's entirely your business. It's none of my business. The Chinese are not Christians. They are not Christians. They are in their roots. The Japanese are not Christians. They are in their roots. Burkina Faso are going back to their roots, and what they are doing today is their roots. So if you only that is senseless, it's now because of some ritualists, people that you guys are the ones that enable. You Christians are the ones that enable these guys. Because hunger has finished you people to the point that you guys don't have any dignity, any respect for yourselves. Anybody go like this, and I worship here. The pastors and your priests will that is what hunger have made you guys, because you people have left your roots. You people have abandoned your ancestors. have abandoned the legacy of your ancestors. Let me tell you, if the understanding of your root is ritual and ritualist, that is entirely your fucking business. I don't owe you any fucking explanation, and I don't owe you an apology. I don't owe you an apology. You people think we don't know? Is it because the government is covering up for your GOs? All these big general overseers, many of them, most of them are organ harvesters. Do you think we don't know? Do you think we don't know? These local ones are actually doing the business for the ones that are tush, the ones that are carrying microphone. Your altars, all these altars of these your general GOs. Now their altars, you know how many people they need at their altars? Coming to tag me in a nonsense. Am I the reason you are senseless? Am I the reason you were ruchi? Am I the reason you were ruchi? Look at other countries. Go to Japan and see what their root means. If your own root means this nonsense, I have said so many times. We have so many herbalists. You ignore the herbalists that treat people with herbs. You ignore them. The money that you people are looking for to use to intimidate yourselves. Your Jesus I got no can make confession. You guys are the enablers of these people. Now they enable them, so make sure no rap put online a nonsense. Everything they are doing it for una. Oh no, I can't emelia. Unu kana gwalogu, unu kana chulaja. Emesuna jeje mabulu no noka. Made that na Jesus will give. Jesus pay all the price at the cross of Calvary. Who are you people deceiving?